Hello everyone. So as we know that we are solving top 50 array questions of our Geek for Geeks. So we right now we are going to solve this question. Rearrange array in alternate positive and negative items. So this is the question, and let's read the question first, then move forward. Given a unsorted array ARR of n positive and negative numbers, your task is to create an array of alternate positive and negative numbers without changing the relative order of positive and negative numbers. Array should start from positive number, and 0 should be considered a positive elements. Okay, so as we can see in the sample input and output, uh, the array is starting from a positive number, then negative, then positive, then negative, then positive, then negative, then positive, then negative, then positive. So this is how it is going to be. And 0 is going to, we are going to consider 0 as a positive number. Okay, for this question. So let's go to the white screen and let's try to come up with a logic. So this is the sample input. 9 sorry, not -4, one second. 9 4 -2 -1 5 0 -5 -3 2. So first of all, what we are going to do, we are going to separate positive and negative elements from this. Okay, so we are going to create a two array list. One we are going to say positive, okay, and one we are going to say negative. So we are going to save all the positive and negative elements into this from left to right. Okay, so from left to right, the first positive element we have is 9. Okay, so we are going to store 9 in this. Then we have 4. Then we have 5. Here you can see we have 5. So we are going to store 5 in this. Then we have 0. 0 is a positive number as per question. So we are going to consider 0 as a positive. So then 0. And after that, we will have 2. Okay. So we have stored all the positive number into our array list. And then after that, we are going to store all the negative elements into our negative array list. Okay. So all the negative elements which we have from left to right is -2, -1, -5, and -3. So these are all the positive and negative elements. Okay. So after that, all we need to do, just we need to uh, take one from here and store into the our array. Take one from here and store into our array. Okay. Take one from positive array list and store it into our array, and take one from negative array list and store that into our array. That's all. So for that, we are going to create three variables. So first is going to be I is equal to 0. Then we will have j is equal to 0. And then we will have k is equal to 0. I we are will be towards the positive array list. J will points towards the negative array list, and k will points towards the array, this array which we have given. Fine. So we are going to run a loop after that, until I is less than positive dot size. Okay, and j is less than negative dot size, and k is less than n. N is basically the length of our array. Okay, so until all these conditions are true, we are going to run a loop. Okay, and we are going to store into our array. Okay, so this is our array. Let's suppose this is our array. Okay, in this we are going to check that is I, sorry, not I, k, because k is pointing towards our array. Okay, k is pointing towards our array. Okay, so if k modulo 2 is equal to 0, then what, and then we are going to store a positive number into this. And if it is not true, if k modulo 2 is equal to 1, then we are going to store a negative element. Okay, because as per the question, first we have to store a positive element, then negative, then positive, then negative. So we can use this. Okay, so using this, the first k is, so let me just clear a little bit. Okay, okay, fine. So first k is 0. Okay, and I is 0 and j is 0. So what we will check is 0 modulo 2, 0 modulo 2 is equal to 0. So yes, okay, k modulo 2 is equal to 0 right now. So we are going to store a positive, one element from positive. So we are going to store this 9. Okay, so we have stored 9. Okay, after that we are going to increase our k and I from 1. So k and I will be 1 and 1. Okay, after that, um, is 1 modulo 2 is equal to 0? No, it is 1. So we are going to store 1 from the negative element. So we are going to store here from here. So we are going to store -2 here. After that, we will increase our k. Okay, so k will be 2 and j will be 1. So it will look something like this. Okay, after that, what we will do, k is 2. So 2 modulo 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so we are going to store I. So whatever at the first place in our array list, we are going to store that. So first place in our positive array list is 4. So we are going to store this 4. Fine. So in this way, we will store uh, all the elements one by one. After that, we are going to store -1. After that, we are going to store 5. After that, we are going to store -5. After that, we are going to store 0. After that, we are going to store -3, this -3. And after that, we are going to store 2. So in this way, we are going to store all the elements one by one. Okay, and if and after all this array, we are going to run two loops again, so that if we have some elements here as well, then we should store them. Okay, so for that we have to run a separate loop again. So we will do that. So in this way we can solve this question. Okay, so let's go to the code editor and let's write the code for this. So here we are at the code editor. Okay, so yeah, so first of all create a two array list.